check out this retro classic collection from my childhood. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga. Probably one of the most well-known IPs from the 90s. They had comics and toys and lunchboxes, and video games, one for every console. So this collection came out and bundled all the classic beat-em-ups in one collection, plus some bonus games. So we're going to check them out. Frankly, I remember everybody else having an NES, and I was like, I had a Genesis, a lot of people had Genesis, but I never had Nintendo consoles. So a lot of people had the top-down Turtles, the sideways Turtles, and there were even some arcades where we got to play that game, and The Simpsons, and many others. But one stood out to me, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Hyperstone Heist. This was actually the Genesis spin-off of Turtles in Time. And I believe it's the superior version of the fourth game, which is a controversial take, but I don't care. So I played this game. It's actually might be the first video game I've ever beaten start to finish as a real-life kid. So it has positive memories in my mind grapes. So let's check it out. The fucking music is screaming. And there's that sound. The arpeggio, Konami. I wonder if I could broaden it to be full screen. It's fucking strobing in my face. There they all are. So the cool part about this game is you can choose all four. Unfortunately, you can't play 4 people. Let's check it out. Let's kick shell. I fucking remember this game so much. I didn't know there was ever a difficulty level. We'll do it on very normal. Maybe I crank these. I'm sure that I crank these. Back attack. That's so you can attack behind you. The color mode. I think because the comic book had them like either all red or like faded colors, and then the TV show started recoloring them to identify them. Pretty cool. Let's do a player 1. Let's do a player 1. So this is like the big step. Who do you want to be? And frankly, everyone's got their opinion on who they like as far as a character, you know? Leo's the leader, Mike's the goofball, Don's the brainiac, and Raph is the edgelord. But it's really not about their personality, it's about their weaponry. So the problem with Raphael, and admittedly Michelangelo, is that the weapons are just too short. They're stubby. He's got like a dinner fork, you know? And Michelangelo, he's whipping this, swinging this thing, you know, behind the back, bucket head. But he's, you know, your weapons get cut in half. You try and hit them, it swings back at you. So really, Leonardo or Donatello is the only pick. And I think because Don can not just swing side to side, but pole vault, I always went Don. He was the best choice, for me. So there she is, April O'Neil, everyone's heartthrob, when all of a sudden, they steal the Statue of Liberty. Can you believe that? Right now, the Statue of Liberty and Manhattan are disappearing, and you can hear them laughing at you. Laughing and lying. So this is another element of early games, the cutscene, the invention of the cutscene. So they're hyper from Dimension X. Everything was X. You know, everything was 2090. We never thought we'd see the year 2000. All the computers would reset. So they find out where he is, and we're gonna go get him. New York City. Now I gotta remember with the buttons. A is attack, and B is jump, and C is run, right? Let's see. Uh-oh, hang on. We got some, there's a flag on the play. Here we go. This is what I'm aiming at. We got a run button. All right. Whoa! We got an anomaly on the play. There's a rewind. Hang on. We're gonna pause. Hang on. All right. We're gonna learn something here. R1 is a menu, and L1 is a rewind. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Screen size. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The filter is here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First things last. The controls. I have up, down, left, right. I got that. But see, now look, they split it. Here's the thing. On the original Genesis, there was no special split. Okay? There was ABC, attack, jump, and a run button. The run button was critical for accessing your special moves. So this is adjusted. Change controls. I might want to change this. I'm going to change the control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We got an anomaly here. We're changing the controls here. Up, down, left, right. Start. Attack, jump. I want dash to be C, and special can be triangle. That's how we're going to do it, because I don't need that special button. We'll get into why I don't need the special button. And then we have rewind and game options. Okay, now, let's save. What else do you want to do? Do we want to do the original, or do we want to do full? Original or full? You can't zoom in. I can still see my health. What do we think? Original or full? I gotta pause. Wide. Oh, wide. Hey, what about that? What about wide? TV. None of these LCDs. We improved televisions for a reason, so we wouldn't have to use these horrible things. We can have that on. Let's go wide. What do you think? It's kind of a little bit. You wouldn't be able to see him. We're gonna move. What do we think? Wide? I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. We're gonna adjust it. Full. What about this? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I like it the original fucking way. The original. The original. Right? Hyperstone Heist. Let's see about that. Let's get in there. It's about time we fight. The sound effects. Hey-yo, hey-yo! Love that shit. Look at that range. You would never get that range with Michelangelo. Look at that. Look at that range. Look at that dog. Jump it up. Attack it. Now, I'm going to go over the special attacks. Boy, I can't really see shit. I think we're going to have to go full. Look at the auto attack. The auto attack. Look at behind the back attack. And the running, I'm remembering everything. I was a master at this game at 6 years old. I'm telling you what we're going to do. We're going to do full. We're going to do full. What do you think? What do you think? I can't see. We're going to go a little full. You know what game it is. Look at the back attack. Look at the jump. Look at the jump over the stand jab. You can't anti-air me. I invented Mortal Kombat. I invented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright. Blowing up. Slide-oo. Alright. Let me just... Don't need the pizza yet. Don't need the pizza yet. And we know how to defeat them. God, I fucking love this game. It's the best. It's way better than Turtles in Time. It stinks. The original Genesis sound chip. The Yamaha 2612. Look at that. Look at that. I don't even need the pizza. Better get that pizza. I wonder if you could have kept it there. Get out of the way. So, beat-em-up games are really popular on these original consoles because it gave the illusion that there was an XY axis and that the games were pseudo 3D. Coming from the side-scrolling games of all the, you know, NES and whoever else, it was really a miracle that they could manage shit. That was a little too much. That they could manage an up-down, you know? So they made beat-em-up games, mainly because in the arcade you could have 4 arcade sticks and everybody could play. And that really worked with franchises that had so many characters. So Simpsons, you could be Maggie, Marge, Bart, Lisa. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you could be Teenage Mutant Ninja, and then you could be the turtle character. And many others. Look at that. So it really worked in the arcade, but on the home consoles, you were kind of limited only to 2 people. But it did start to create this, like, illusion of a 3D game on console. And it was very fun for 2 players. You could work together or against one another. Some of the games had friendly fire, and then you could just fight your friends. Which was always very fun. And, I mean, fun for me and frustrating for them. You figure if you're not going to be good and beat the game, you might as well just beat each other up. Nice body slam. I'll go over the moves. You're probably noticing all the slick moves and combos I'm doing. It's because I'm a master of TMNT. Look at that, beat him up over. Watch that car. See, I know all the tricks. I know all the tricks. If you saw me play that Shredder's Revenge game, you may have seen some of the tricks that I know. The cars, they're gonna pull out, as they say. Get out of the way. See, and little slick things that they do. Falling down the hole. You can actually use that to get away from the enemies. Not that I recommend it, but... Look at that. Like I didn't know that was coming. See? Tantalize me with the street pizza. Tantalize me with the street pizza. So there are a variety of little gimmicks. The fire hydrant hitting into the enemy, and the fire hydrant hitting into the enemy, the car running you over. The sewer drain that they pop down, and then if you want to get away from them, you can just slip down there. Like, doesn't even take health, so I just do this endlessly. Another thing you might notice is that the enemies have a variety of color schemes. That's because it identifies what attack they do. So you see the blue guys are like Leonardo, they got the katana. They're gonna jump, and then the yellow guys, they have the throwing stars, the ninja star, shuriken. I think that was also from the TV show. They did the same thing too. The ninjas had the variety of color schemes, and in the other Turtles games, they did the same thing. Even on the Nintendo NES home entertainment system, these guys had the horizontal throwing star, the purple star. They're called the Foot Clan. Shredder High's the Foot Clan. See, look at this range. Donatello, nobody else would have this range. And then we got the Nunchaku. See, look, their weapons are breaking in half. They can't defeat me. Jump out of the way. Got the slide. Got the body slam. So there are a variety of attacks that you can do as like a combo attack. As like a combo attack with the run, and that's what's really critical. You gotta get out of the way of these guys. You want to stand where they are. You want to run. Each a time. Let me get him. I'm getting hit by him. Oh no. So you wanna hide where they're gonna launch, and then hit them. You don't want to try and go air to air with them. So of course, you know, attack and jump, but then there's also a run, and there's a variety of combo systems you can do. Kind of make useful attack schemes. We got pink dudes. I don't know what their attack is. So of course you have the standard hit X, and then you have the dive kick. You know, you can do it from a neutral, or you can do it from an angle. But then I think you also have, immediate instant air jump kick, in addition to the full jump dive kick. And then you have the run. So the basic run is press to run and then attack to the body slam. But you can also press to run and then hit jump, and you'll do this cartwheel. And sometimes you can get the slide out of the cartwheel. You are too immature to hang with me. You don't want too many. You don't want too many. Oh yeah, and then you gotta walk out of the way. Fuck, I always forgot that. And then you gotta jump. And you gotta jump out of the way. He does so much damage. Damn, dude, shell-shocked. So how do you jump out of the way? You can't run up either, you can only run down. gotta jump. You gotta jump, like you can't jump out of the way. It sucks. So maybe to finish him off with a jump kick. Yeah, you gotta jump. I hit him again! Turned the wrong way. Oh, what happened to back attack? That was another option where, if there's an enemy, like, from behind you, your back attack can slam them. Alright, New York clear. Not the best, not the worst. I wonder if I should have cranked my, fucking sound audio volume level, because this song's tight. We're surfing Cowabunga, New York. Honestly, it's exactly like I fucking remember, and it's great. It's so sick when you play a game that you remember, and you're like, come on, man, how good could it be? And then it all comes back. Sweet. The rare time a game remains good. Leave it to the Sega Genesis, right? Every Sonic game, Comic Zone, Kid Chameleon. Maybe that's what I did. I definitely cranked the continues and the lives. Fuck! My toes! But I can't imagine that I adjusted the difficulty to easy. Even as a kid. I probably didn't even know that I had a fucking difficulty. What are those things called? Crangs? Sometimes that's tough with this game, because it's like... You're gonna try and swing at them, right? So you swing at them, but then they still hit you. It's like a trade. It's no good. It's no good. Now, like I said, all these stages have gimmicks. You gotta watch on this level, on this board, the boards. You gotta watch the floorboards, because you'll step on them. Look at that range. Look at that range of Donatello. But they get harder. The guys get harder. They get more health. And I don't really know. Usually when they're keeled over, then you grab them. That's the key. And admittedly, some of these guys... Look at that! He's spacing me out. Some of these guys... Oh yeah, the painting. Listen to this fucking song! It's like an Iron Maiden riff. Bruce Dickinson's singing about there on a ghost ship, trying to get the pizza. The paintings are falling. See, look at those floorboards. The only thing is that I don't think the Foot Clan's set off the floor. I'm right near one. I don't want to do it on purpose, but so the orange guys don't really have anything other than their fists to fight with, so they're not that frightening. Bam, bam, bam. And then they walk behind you. They're so fucking smart. They walk behind you. They'll wait till you're all tied up. Beat it on hard. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what's different on hard. Is it just a matter of the, you know, they do more damage, you have less health? That's not really that interesting. If they are, like, way more aggressive, or maybe there's, more waves of guys, that could be true. That's right, you run, and then you jump and slide instantly with the cartwheel, that's right. Damn, he spins. So then you also have access to the special attack, which I never did, because when you hit the enemy with it, it takes your health. So that's why I switched off of that. I kind of really don't need that special attack. The silver guys, they're heavier. I don't even know if you've seen half the ninjas. I'm gonna jump out of the way. Man, it's so sick. The run button is the sickest part of this game. Because all the other games, typically beat 'em up games, are like really slow. They have this slow-ass movement. This may have been one of the first beat 'em ups that I played. Other than, like I said, there I'm sure were arcades. Like, a full-fledged arcade, no way. But a video store that had maybe the Superman or the Simpsons arcade game, those definitely existed. So now we're in the caves. It's still technically level 2. Whoa. You're gonna shake out. And you fight a lot of characters from the Turtles scene also. You fight Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't know if that guy... Who's the guy? Freddy Jason? With the hockey mask? I don't know if he's in there. Definitely Krang and Shredder. All these rock dudes. And the other thing was, at this time, this is when there's like all this crossover play between the intellectual properties products. So you're watching the cartoon, you're buying the comics, you're playing with the toys, and you're getting the video games. And the like I said, the t-shirts, the lunch boxes, the band-aids, the press-on tattoos, you know, the prophylactics. Well, maybe not that, but I mean, we had a lot of merchandise, a lot of Turtle merchandise. Uh-oh, they're blocking. These guys block me. Cock blocking me. There's all of that stupid, annoying little sound effect. The same sound effect as the metal guy in Pizza Time. Fuck, I wanted to get that this stupid thing. It hits like one guy. I'm saying it's got the same metal sound effect as when you kill those little drones. It's almost like I need to earn more continues. That'd be a bummer. Damn, speak of the devil, I should have asked for $1 million bucks. Alright, now it's Rocksteady. You look delicious, I'm hungry for some turtle soup. So he gives you a little more time to get out of the way. Oh, and then he fucking still wrecks you. Kicks you. Oh yeah, the landing kick, I forgot about that. I fucking jumped, dude. God damn. Maybe I'll jump toward him. He kicks me, back attack. I tried jumping out of there. Oh no. He still shot me through no hit stun. Oh, you can't get close! Fuck! You can't get close! I think you start the next stage with your same health anyway. Shit. Remember, when I see you next time, I'll beat you. There is no next time. There is no next time. Scene 2. How many levels? I think maybe 5 or 6. Scene 3. Shredder's hideout. I'm worried I'm gonna run out of This seemed like, you know, so far into the game when you're a kid. I've tried fucking jumping. This song is awesome, dude. How are these songs still so cool? Little bastards. Use the jump. Jump at him. Jump, no. Oh, fuck, he's doing the float. I need a dive kick. Fucking drone. So we saw another attack there. We saw another, look, while landing kick. So that's another move we got. Yeah, dude, I'm worried. 3 guys, 3 continues. I'm worried. You hear them blow up? What do you think they're made of? They're made of spontaneous combustion. What else was I saying? The TV, I mean, it was pretty cool because all these games, see, this was back when there was a unified culture. Everybody went home at 4:30 and they watched the same cartoons, and then you talk about them. So that's sort of what's making games still popular, that they're this niche concept that only certain, you know, nerds play with. Oh, the flamethrower guys! I forgot about that. The flamethrower guys. Alright, I'll tell you what I didn't forget about. He's gonna pop out of this fucking floor tile and throw it at me. And forget you, bitch. What do you think? This is some mystery Airbnb? I walked through this temple a million times. Look at this, see? You think I'm gonna fall for that? You think I'm gonna fall for that? I invented Turtles in Time. I invented Hyperstone Heist. I know that Turtles in Time has a couple different levels. It definitely does not have this level. But this level, in a way, was in the Nintendo game. One of the original Nintendo games. Yeah, you know, they're not the most aggressive in this game, but I wonder, like, what hard mode would be like. Like I said, if it's not just a health difference... Oh boy, here we go. I drank when there's a fucking pizza! Son of a bitch! You couldn't live long enough to eat that? Damn it. I mean, they're really not that aggressive. It would be cool if the, let's get it for points. There's no points, but... It would be cool if there was, like... More guys would be insane. Or if they added more guys if there was, 2 players. That'd be true. Or if they were more aggressive. I'd be curious to see what it's like. Another cheap thing is, that's what you used to do. You would play on one controller, and then when you ran out of all your lives, press start on the second controller and use him as like a little cheat way to and then your life bar's on the right. Cheap little way to try and elongate the playtime. Listen to this shit, dude. You can hit those. You can hit those into the guys. I think what makes this game fun is all the combos and the running. The other games like the one of the Batman beat 'em up games. Oh yeah, fuck. See the ceiling trap, dude. You think I never played this game before? You think I never played this game before? I don't know about this trap? Because sometimes they don't get aggressive, but then other times they do. Look at this, and it doesn't hit him. And it doesn't hit the Foot Clan. So you gotta stay on one side of the screen and battle him. I'm stuck, I'm trapped. Boom, boom. And he still got me at the end there, fuck. But yeah, that Batman game on Super Nintendo, you could pick guys up and like slam them into the background and all types of shit. All types of shit. So the moves that you could do in the Simpsons game, you know, Marge had the vacuum, she could pick Maggie up and swing her around. So you want all these unique combos that kind of add something. The cool part about this game is the combos add something, like hitting guys behind you or running over toward them. So you're not just mashing A the whole game. And of course, the music certainly helps. How bitchin' it all is. Damn, from behind, anti-air. Look at that shit, back attack, bitch. We got some statues. I wonder if they shoot electricity or something, just like they did 20 years ago. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? But at least I think that hits the enemies also. Oh fuck, no it doesn't. Fuck. Damn, you barely run away from the one before the other starts. Damn, standing right there. Fuck. No, get that pizza. Get that pizza. No! You fucking bastard! I thought about dive kicking too. Ah, fuck! I'm losing these pizzas by 1 pixel. Fuck! I cannot believe that. I said dive kick. It's worthless now. It's fucking worthless now. That's 2 lives I lost because I couldn't get the pizza fast enough. There's something shitty like anchovies on it too. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Give me a bonus. Fighting all these Foot Clan sons of bitches. Who joins Shredder anyway? I mean, he's pretty cool. He's got you know, that outfit, the cape, and the mask. And the claw, I mean, he's pretty cool. Admittedly, Shredder's pretty cool. Tatsu, if you defeat my foot soldier, what? Before you fight me. Oh shit. They all shoot those bombs too. I think I should just focus on him. Oh yeah, you can shoot them back at him. I forgot about that. You gotta... I wanna run away. Oh, fuck. I wanna run toward him. See, look, at least Donatello can hit him. And he doesn't attack you as he jumps away. Oh no, the back attack! The back attack! Back attack. I'm done. Because I was stuck in there. Fuck. Yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking continue. Are you kidding me? Choose my turtle. I'm sticking with Don. Oh, should I switch to, what's his name? The Beginning. The Beginning. Alright, I must defeat him. I must defeat him. Alright, let's do it for real this time. Oh, do it for real this time! You fucking idiot. Maybe you should just dive kick at him. Get out of there. Get out of there. So I'm still going Don. Fuck, that shit does so much damage. Maybe walk away and then dive him. And just leave the one guy there. And just leave the one guy there. And then they don't respawn. Alright. Must defeat him. I mean, it's not like the Foot Clan are hard to fight, but... Damn, nice. I like that sound. Alright, Master Splinter. And then the cape comes down. Scene 3. Am I gonna have enough continues? I don't know, man. I don't know. Scene 4. Alright, let's keep it going. Scene 4. I don't really remember this level because I was already in the caves earlier. So I'm not really sure. You think they changed and added them? Nah, no way. No way. It's the original. The reason I know this is the original Hyperstone Heist is because the music is the same. That's how I know. Half these guys just like dodge them. I'm not fighting these guys. They're straight out of a monster movie. I'm a fucking turtle. They're the dinosaur I evolved from. I'm not fighting these guys. Oh my god. I love how there's wait. I love how all these turtles and spiders and all these characters, they're coming from these shitty like sewage cities polluted with trash, where it's like there's some ooze, there's some radioactive ooze, there's always ooze that makes these heroes. Every single, and then there's these science labs, you know. Yeah, there's no biological virology lab nowadays, but in the comic books, they got nuclear test bombs, they got toxic ooze in the streets, toxic Avengers in the streets, Manhattan projects in Los Angeles, wherever. You gotta jump out of the way, it sucks. Fuck! You can't even get out of his way! I already beat this game. So, this is the first game that started reusing bosses. This is like the Dark Souls 2 of Genesis games. Oh my god, the boss rush. I forgot about this. This shit's tough. Fuck, it's tough. You gotta walk. Look, you can't walk. Fuck. I jumped. I should have, He kicks me. I'm fucking dead. Listen to the sound effect. Jump. I'm telling you to jump. Jump away again. So you can't get close. So jump, get out of the way! Jump. Alright. You like giving voice commands? Fuck. Just do the long jump. Look at all these boss strategies I'm inventing. 20 years later. So no dive kick because you'll get close and he'll kick you. And he goes up. You gotta do it correctly. No dive kick. You need discipline. No dive kick. Fuck, but it's like I continue my lives. All those pizzas. They blow up. Tatsu. So this is actually kind of lame because we just fought these dudes. So I don't want to use the continue and have to fight this boss rush again. So I gotta really be... Fuck. Ah! Getting fucking Eiffel Towered in between these Foot Clan. Fucking dead. Fuck. The whole level? Oh no. I mean, I got my continues, but the whole level? I'm sticking with Don. I have to. Scene 4, the Gauntlet. It's the whole fucking gauntlet? Oh no! Oh no. The boss rush. I don't know. Just to get to the last level. Oh no. Just walk away. Just walk around them. Shit, boss rush. That's kind of lame because we just fought all three of them. I like the levels. The scenery and isn't it interesting that you have to, like, sail to this ghost ship just to get to his hideout? He fucking hit me. Fuck. I like the levels. I think it's interesting, and the scenery and the music is so cool. Lux, L-Head, the Lizard. Alright. And then there's the last level. Fuck! I thought he only did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does 5. He does infinite! He does infinite! You should interrupt him. So you should interrupt him. Stay below him. Stay below him. Rewind. I mean, yeah, you could save and rewind. I mean, yeah, that is in this collection. You bastard. I gotta admit, the hitboxes are pretty good in this game. The hitbox? Fuck. Alright, you bastard. I jumped. Jumped again. Fucking combo, dude. I'm running. I jumped, dude. Alright. You're a bastard. So, jump neutral and then air control. Tatsu should be the easiest, really. Use the pressure of the magic pixel to focus you. Loot this motherfucker. No dive kick. No dive kick. No fucking dive kick. Loot this motherfucker. But now I gotta fight Tatsu. So you can hit his, I can't believe there's no pizza in here. They don't have pizza in caves? Can't get delivery down here? So if you keep hitting him, that's kind of my only... I don't really have a good strategy for this guy to get away. I don't want to waste my time fighting his stupid foot soldiers. Then duck down, and then run. Oh, I guess you could dive. Damn, from behind? Let's, sometimes they'll get you. Sometimes they'll get you from behind. Look at that. So it's like I'm ricocheting his beam. I'm ricocheting his bullets from behind him. Fucking... It was Okazemi, dude, guaranteed. And the ones from the top you can't hit back at him. Fuck, Last Life no continues, dude. The Gauntlet, the boss rush. And there's another guy, Stockman. Fuck. My Mausers will stop. Oh, these guys are such bastards. You gotta hit him in the air. Oh, so don't do the, this is where you need the float kick and not the dive kick. You can't really hit him. What if you break him? But it's cool that you get, all these characters from the show and the comic book are here. Like, that was one of the decent things about all these old games. If you could get a cool show with a cool game, because, like, this was made by Konami, you would get a really good representation of the show. Everybody, like, knew all these franchises from the cartoons. And like I was saying earlier, there was like a shared culture where you knew you would all go home and watch the episode, and then you'd go to school and fucking talk about it, and how bitch made this fucking boss is. You would get stuck on the same levels in the games. Man, I'm barely, like, hitting him. I can't really figure out a good way to hit him. I don't even really remember this guy being in here. Alright, I'm fucked. Ah, damn it! I don't even think I have another continue, and I have to do the whole gauntlet over again? Might as well switch to Raphael then. The whole gauntlet? I don't know about this shit, dude. Maybe you gotta crank the lives. I'm kind of tempted to fucking give up. I don't feel like playing this fucking all these boss fights again, dude. I'll give it a sincere try, but I need to figure out how to fight Stockman. So you want to do jumps, but you don't want to do the instant air jump. All right, the instant air jump kick. I can't believe you hit me up there. Fuck. So I'll try the instant air jump kick. And I'll try with Leo. We'll see if we can do any more damage. Getting hit by these stupid guys. I didn't expect to do a fucking 2-hour boss rush. I'm trying to have fun here. But yeah, everybody knew the TV shows. And it was cool when you would get, like, cool toys and video games based off those shows. It's so rare something was actually good. Alright, so you interrupt him. And he hits me again, of course. And he hits me again, of course. He doesn't have as much range, I can tell. I can tell. He doesn't have as much range. Dude! Alright. I won't get pissed, I'll just quit. I'll just quit. Ah! Yeah, his range is different. His range is different. I'm right, Donatello is top tier. Here we go. Alright, what else was I saying? I don't know, it doesn't fucking matter. I kind of ran out of things to say about this fucking game and franchise. If you don't know who the Turtles are, I mean, how could you not know? Not know who the Turtles are? Damn it! I'm losing interest because I fought these fucking bosses already. Stupid Tatsu, I just want to get to the last level. So then this or Comic Zone? I mean, this is smoother than Comic Zone, I must admit. But Comic Zone, I think, is just cooler. But I mean, pretty much every game that I played on this channel were the Sega Genesis games that I had growing up, other than maybe Gauntlet and Ariel the Little Mermaid. But I mean, they were all great. This has certainly held up. The music, and even running this on PS5 feels good. I heard that maybe when it released it was a little bit weird, but it seems cool. And you get every other collection too. This is a PS Plus free game for this month. So I was like, damn. And I was so shocked that they even included Hyperstone Heist. They include like every version of Tournament Fighters, which is pretty crazy. I'm zoning out. I'm zoning out. I can't believe that. I don't really have a good strategy. Maybe dive kick over to him and stand behind him. You can actually stand behind him, and it's not really a big deal because you'll hit his pellets back at him. I want to do the fucking dive kick. Why are you not doing the dive kick, you fucking bastard? And you can't body slam him. Ah! Don't back attack, you stupid moron. It's over. It's over. You gotta use Donatello and you gotta have 5 lives. It's over. Fuck. I wonder what hard mode is like. Actually, I mean, it's probably worse than this. And I don't have a good strategy for getting out of the way. You can slide under his pellets. But I don't want to slide under his pellets. I want it. Look at that back attack. This stupid little. It's the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan are actually fucking me up in here. And I didn't know you had to fight Stockman. Damn, that may have worked out a little bit. I mean, it's over though. It's over. Fucking Stockman, dude. He taps his foot, the little idle animation, like he's bored. Damn, so I couldn't even beat fucking Stockman? That sucks. How many, we just stay in the air. Now they'll hit you in the air, they'll jump. Yeah, it's not always that if you're attacking, they won't be able to hit you. Look, I dive kicked onto his attack and he beat me. His jump fucking anti-air beat me. No, I don't want the dive kick. I want the full kick. All right, well, damn. Here's something I don't remember: having my ass kicked by Stockman. That stinks. That's really unfortunate. Maybe I did crank the lives. Maybe I did crank the lives. Player rest. Yeah, maybe. And the continues. But it's okay. I still would have needed a strategy for Stockman. That's pretty cool. I think now I'm going to check out Tournament Fighters, because I never really had that growing up, but that's what I want to check out. So let me take a quick pause, and then let's check out Tournament Fighters. But this was fun. TMNT Hyperstone Heist. So let's check out the fighting game variant of the Turtles franchise, TMNT Tournament Fighters. I guess I should do it with Genesis because it has superior graphics and music. What is all of this change game, change region? What does that mean? Return of the Shredder? Whoa, Return of the Shredder? Was that just the change of the name? Or did they actually change the game? That's pretty cool. The Hyperstone Heist, excuse me. What is Square to watch and the enhancements? Playable bosses, off or on? What enhancements do we have here? Set starting level, a mysterious ghost ship, Shredder's hideout, the gauntlet, the final shell shock. Hey, new evidence has come to life. Do you want to do this? That's kind of funny. Just to play? Nah. That's cheating. You go earn it. You go earn it yourself. Set starting enhancements. Friendly fire, turn that on. Alright, let's check out tournament fighters. Playable bosses, cool. Let's do it. Let's do a screenshot. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. I do like the framing. I think that this collection is actually really good because you get all the NES ones, and you get all the variants of the arcade game, and then you get tournament fighters. That's pretty bitchin'. There's a practice mode too. Cool. Press start to exit. Cool. Let's do it up. Wait a minute here now. Let's do it up. Let's put it in, we'll put it in full. Yeah, one player. Who do I want to be? I don't think there's any point in being a turtle. Well, maybe there is. Raphael or Michelangelo. And then Sisyphus. You know, maybe rarely I remember the comic or the TV show. I was more a TV show guy. I didn't have money for the comics, and I didn't start reading at episode 197 or whatever it was years ago. So I mainly followed along with the TV show. And that's where you got Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, and the Turtles. Transformers and War Planets were some other shows also. So who do I want to be first? You have these weird bug dudes. Leonardo. I might as well be Michelangelo. Why not, right? Why not? Speed 4, like power 4. Let's just do it basically, right? You can choose who you want to fight. The Bioplanet. So maybe it's sort of like a Mega Man shit. So I have basic, and it's back to block, huh? Maybe it's not back to block. Is it back to block? I don't even know. Oh shit, triangle is a taunt. We don't want that. Let's look at the controls. An emergency R1 button, and then let's look at the controls. So I have punch, kick, and taunt, and that's it? It's a 2-button fighter? Maybe the Genesis version was an enhanced graphic version of the NES, because then there's a PC one and a Game Boy one too. So maybe the Super Nintendo version's the superior version. Punch, kick, and taunt. You don't want a 2-button game. So basically, I just have kick. Do I have any special moves? I'm dead already. I'm dead. He's fucking me up. Well, I think I hit L1 to do a stand short. I did a rewind. Clone Leo. So you definitely don't want to taunt. Man, he's just uppercutting me. I threw him. It almost feels like you can walk upward in the stage, even though that's not possible. And it's because it keeps, like, gyrating up and down. I'm trying to get some fucking, some meaties on this guy. Admittedly, the range is good, but I have no specials. Maybe I do have specials, I just can't figure them out. Instant replay? I got fucked up. What do you need to... That's a laugh. So maybe I'll try Raphael. Can I just crank the speed and power? Maybe let's do that. I mean, they give me cheat moves. Might as well. And I have to replay him. How do I reset this? Save game, quit game. How do I reset this? Let's reset this. And then let's load. And let's do this. And, yeah, I'll try Raphael. I've got you now. And then we'll try somebody else. This spaceship? Who's fighting on the spaceship? It's slut April O'Neil. Typical. You hear all these, like... Listen to these sound effects. The sound of space. Just like palm muting subwoofers and the sound of a planet orbiting. Damn, I'm getting this throw game on. So Raphael's pretty hard. She's doing random dragon punches though. That's not gonna work. I think sometimes you press start on these old games. You press start to kind of like you know, say okay and move it forward, but you accidentally paused and you don't know, like, and there's no indication that you paused and everything's frozen. See, look at that anti-air. Why would you taunt me? Damn. Dizzled? Just getting dizzled. Crouching short. So Raphael seems better than Michelangelo because he's got faster kicks, but still this flurry of range. Alright, life bonus. Did a hell of a lot better. Instant replay. The Mirage Planet, sure.
Round one.
Cologne Mike. I wonder what the lore for this is. Like, why are they in a tournament now? You know? At least with some of the other Turtle games. Oh, whoops! Don't hit L1. At least with some of the Turtle games, they give you like a little cutscene. And I haven't figured out any special attacks. Usually people try and jump in to get to like close distance and use some type of advancing forward attack in fighting games, and then that was like how the Shoryuken got invented, you know, opening yourself up to some type of anti-air. And then in modern games, they basically just do these flying lunge punches that are safe, that have a mix-up and start a combo. So then they're like, well, then we'll make jabs interrupt everything. And so, like, modern fighting games are as shitty and cheap as the old fighting games where you can just do, you know, low, strong, low, strong, low, strong, and interrupt, like, this perfect hitbox that just interrupts absolutely everything. That's modern fighting games. Stand one, down one, drive rush, 60%. You know, fast jabs, safe on whiff, safe on block. It's a mix-up, it's an anti-air, it forward advances. It's like, modern fighting games are as shitty as and cheap as these. I don't want to fucking continue. I want to be somebody else. I want to be somebody else. So there's no easy way to reset. I might be tempted to try the Super Nintendo version to see, like, what other characters and what other, So did I do Ocean Planet? I guess it's all four of them. I mean, damn, how do they have special move? Dude, 2 projectiles, half my life? I don't even know if this game has a block. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I haven't blocked once. So then maybe this is not the best version. Maybe the Super Nintendo version's better because it's more buttons. This guy sucks. You can't even touch him. He's like from straight out of Clay Fighters. Let's try the other one. The other tournament fighters on Super Nintendo, and we'll try and judge the differences. Full. What? Versus battle story. What's story battle? What do you think the options are? What's such a horrible game speed, the number of credits. So then let's check the controls. So this has a 4-button control scheme. Normal kick and normal punch. Okay. So maybe that's why people like the Super Nintendo version better. Tournament versus battle, story battle. What's that? I'm enticed. Leo, Mike, Don. Why don't I go Don since he was clearly top tier? The biggest brains, the longest weapon. Evil Shredder has been driven from New York, and the streets are calm, but a new player is in town, a cold-hearted warrior. April and Nero is missing, and the Turtles will soon realize someone else close to them has been kidnapped. Oh shit. They're like chewing nothing. Who shoots an arrow underneath their sewer? I'm holding your friends. If you want to see them again, you must bow to the forces of Shredder. And then some sound effect. Great, who's this? And what's with Shredder's Elite? Who cares who they are? They've got April and Splinter. Yeah, we've got to find them. Why can't I play as Splinter? It's cool that they said, you could play as the bosses in this game, because that other fighting game, Weapon Lord, allowed you to play as the final boss. I think his name was Zarek. He was one of the coolest characters. Alright, let's just get on with it already. So I'm Don. But it's interesting you can only choose the turtles, but I did do story fight. You can probably choose the others in versus battle. I want to fight you, let's go. Round 1. Damn, look at that. It's very slow though. It's like, it's running at a slow speed, so maybe you want to speed it up. I'm dizzy! Man, old fighting games were so shitty. Just like, extremely stiff. Now, old fighting games were trying to be like... You know, they were trying to just have attacks. They really didn't understand the concept of fundamentals and you know, hitboxes and frame data. It was so cheap, so shitty and goofy. You know, ridiculous things had range and were safe. Like, I can't believe I did an anti-air in there. And it was really like the millionth version of Street Fighter, which is still so cheap.
Round 2.
That where people only started to understand what a fighting game was supposed to be, how moves could be balanced, what what should be a startup, how fast should things start, whether attacks should interrupt each other, how fast should they recover, to make like a smooth flow. You want to be returning to a neutral state so that the players can make a unique decision. It's not supposed to be about just like cheap frame traps. Every fucking game is like, oh, I got a jab that's a full combo, and I got a mix-up that's safe. Like, these games that had really cheap interrupting, like, attacks, just super long range. Super long range. Can't be interrupted, can't be beaten. That's like a cheap move you don't want to deal with. But I guess all fighting games started out that way. I tried to end here. I guess all fighting games started out that way, and they all required tuning, because it's like Soul Calibur 2, Street Fighter 3, all the Street Fighters had multiple versions and tunes. So then maybe let's do, can I switch my guy? Let's try something else, because he seems slow. I also want to speed this shit up. So I also want to speed this up. So here, let's go to options, and then let's go high speed 1. And then let's go tournament or just versus. Let's just do versus. Unless that's 2-player. Oh shit. Shit, that's the fucking not 2-player, dude. But look at all the characters. You can be dinosaurs. Armageddon? Who is this guy? But no 2-player, so you can't fucking... This menu stinks. So let's go back here, and let's put the game on high speed. And then we'll do, what, tournament? We'll just do tournament. And I can play. So let's check out some of these other turtles. I'll be a little Leo. Damn, the battle that you've been waiting for. Ultimate Tournament in the Galaxy. So it's giving me random select. It looks like the select from Dynamite Heady. Chrome Dome, I gotta fight him again.
Round 1. Fight!
So he pulls out his swords, thank God. See, look at that cheap move. Alright, so square is a basic jab, and circle is my anti-air kick. Now, what are my other moves? Damn, empty jump? I got a sweep. Do I have specials? Yeah, I have a... something cutter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he sees my moves and he raises me 1 projectile. Damn, look at his range! Can't get in there. I guess the E is like your blockometer. Damn, this guy's fucking me up. That's crazy.
Round 2.
Sometimes the AI is also really super cheap. Perfect range. Man, playing Street Fighter 6, it's like, oh, did you do a 9-frame move? Here's my 10-frame move. It's so weird the way that fighting games don't work against AI. Because it's supposed to be about this combination of, like, data-driven knowledge about the game, human error of execution or performance, and then, like, the wildness of choosing to do something, or getting flustered, or getting confused. I want to choose somebody else. So let's see who these let's see who these other weird characters are. Admittedly, this is not that fun. Asuka. Okay, sure. I mean, old fighting games are just they're shitty. At least Street Fighter, it's like you can throw fireballs and do some dragon punches, but these old fighting games where it's just like, I don't know, shit moving and bad hitboxes. Even playing against your friends, it's like MK3, it's so fucking stiff. Pretty much it's just Street Fighter. Any game that's not Street Fighter is shitty. This stage is pretty indicative of the nature of Sega Genesis in the 90s. Just rock and roll lights. Yeah, this is like typical old fighting game. Just the shittiest hitboxes. And learning what's cheap and abusing it. So, like, there was a point where fighting games achieved balance, and at least aiming at
Round 2.
some type of neutral ground between the characters, so then it was up to the players to overcome one another. But maybe this is just, it's like the quest for balance to make, a strategic, honest, and fun fighting game. I mean, usually, maybe it's the cheapness that actually brings characters up. I was thinking about MK9 a lot, like, without all these damage resets and anything that these other characters had. What other specials that you have? Like, without the cheapness, these characters would not even be viable in some of these shitty games. Kind of curious to see who's some of these, the dinosaur. I did like Primal Rage, but some of it, a lot of it was just about the novelty. It was about the novelty of seeing, like, the animations and the controls. If a game's got stiff controls and you can barely make them, like, walk around and like, attack, or it's got proximity blocking where you're trying to walk away and you're stuck, you're not really going to know enough about fighting games to enjoy it at that time, but like, Street Fighter was the first one that was just smoothly walking back and forth, throw some fireballs. You could see where the hitboxes were, all the different attacks, 6 buttons. It kind of did it correctly. And for some reason, 0 other fighting games were able to do it. There was a Power Rangers fighting game on the Genesis that I had. Maybe I always liked the idea of fighting games, and I never actually liked fighting games. I spent a lot of time watching tournaments and a lot of time playing and training about it, like learning and studying and practicing. And then I played my friends, and it was like, it was fun because fighting games are fun, but they weren't good at fighting games. And then you play ranked, and it's like, hey, this is really fun because here are some people who are good at fighting games, but the netcode's shitty. And then it's like, well, what's next? Spend $1,200 on a tournament in Mexico? I mean, come on. What am I even looking at here? And they kept trying to make fighting games. I guess because, something about Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So there's something about the brand that attracts people in a way different way than the fighting game design, because nobody likes fighting games. They like Smash Brothers and Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is the most popular game. It's a platform fighter. And it's the kind of thing that would be like on a website in 2005, like a browser game. Neopets. That's Brawlhalla, because it just works. And in a game that's just like movement and in a game that's just movement and footsies. No combos, no frame traps. You don't need perfect perfect ping. Like when you're trying to do an up block punish on a fucking -11 jump kick. So stupid, dude. This game's kind of weird and also lame. It's kind of weird. It just kind of highlights how odd and difficult fighting games were to design. Because it's like, the movement back and forth is a little... And then... The attacks are so weird. They look cool, but it's either like... It's like, how do I know my move can start and not get interrupted, or my move can retract and be safe? And then maybe in these games, none of these moves are punishable. Everything is safe, so it's about interrupting. Boy, modern fighting games have retraced all the way back to the old shitty design, where it's like, just give them infinite frames, infinite hits, infinite hitbox. Everything's safe on block, everything's cheap, everything interrupts. Oh, so maybe they try and monitor how much specials you can do with your energy meter. That would be a way to regulate it, like you waste... What if there was a meter? What if you had to... What if you had to block or attack to build meter in order to do specials? There was no such thing as enhanced. Every special was enhanced. Would that be lame because you don't have access to it, and then you might burn it and miss it? You don't like meters in fighting games? You don't like specials in fighting games? You don't like fighting games? Yeah. So here, I found a cheap move. Crouch roundhouse. But then he found a cheap move. Whiff roundhouse. And you don't want to do jab because it's too long. Look at that. Anti-aired my jump. I still can't tell if there's a block or not. Whoa, 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 whoa. I still can't tell, like, really what's going on. Alright, I've lost interest in this. Anything else good on here? Let's see. Some of the arcade. Where is this one for real? 2. Manhattan Project. Tournament Fighters. The Game Boy. Back from the Sewers. Man, that one looks cool. Is that the original? On the arcade? What does that button say? It shows on the arcade? Alright, I'm down. I think I'm down. Let me see this. Just to get a little more action in. I think I'm going to go Donatello again. Or let's try Raphael. Let's try... Well, let's do Michelangelo. Let's do Michelangelo. I wonder why I had to select before. I guess you can't... I guess you put your quarter in. You put your quarter in. Oh, I'm putting my... whatever it's called. I'm putting my quarters in. And let's see, every time I try and pause, I just add more quarters. Let's look at the control scheme here. Attack, jump, and special. Let's change this. What is it? Up, down, left, right. Insert coin. Attack, jump, special. Alright. So, admittedly, the animations are gorgeous. But he's doing like a bunch of random things. So it's Manhattan Knights. I mean, the animations have so much more fidelity in them. And there's a lot more Foot Clan on the screen. And he's running automatically. So it looks, you know, graphically a hell of a lot smoother.
Pizza time.
Grab this there. some of the beat 'em ups that I played on arcade, I know that I played Captain Commando and beat it. And I also played, I guess it was a Marvel superheroes comic beat 'em up thing, because you could play as Iron Man, and that's usually who I played because you could shoot. There was an Alien vs. Predator that I played. I'm trying to fucking remember. Damn, you got shocked. That's right, you get shocked and you see a skeleton. Run! See, you need a dedicated run button, bud. But I guess it'd be easy to beat this one because you can just keep putting in quarters. Look at that, add more quarters. He's got like an automatic jump attack. I think I want to be Leo. Because he looks kind of, his nunchuck's kind of weird. He's like flailing it all over the place. Shredder's telling me to go. Yeah, a lot of these games are really hard to emulate. Most people know the arcade from a real arcade, and they never had access to them because they never even knew about emulation. And a lot of the arcade boards were on what were called the CPS board, and the CPS 2 and 3 boards were almost never emulated. So, like, I mean, I had Third Strike on PS3 before I had it on emulator, and even like Metal Slug. Metal Slug was the main one that I was like desperate to get. But you know, unfortunate for the developers that they have to rely on like emulation to get access to games. But the retro market doesn't really help them either. So in the era of PC and internet, we sort of were all just emulating everything. Anything we didn't have that we couldn't buy, like Sega Saturn, rare PlayStation games like Symphony of the Night, Radiant Silvergun, and like I'm saying, all these arcade games, Metal Slug. A lot of fighting games I only know about because of arcade emulation. So, Samurai Showdown, Marvel vs. Capcom 1. There was no way to get access to them very easily. In like any type of like, you couldn't even purchase them. But yeah, what other beat 'em up games did you play? Sometimes it wasn't even really a beat 'em up game. It was just like a side-scrolling game. I know that there was like a variety of X-Men or Marvel side-scrolling games on maybe like probably the Genesis, but they weren't beat 'em ups. They were just like side-scrollers, and each character had a different level. I remember that.
This cave is creepy.
And then there was like this DC fighting game before Injustice, where you had like Aquaman and Superman. I think I like rented that on the Genesis. I don't know. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about because I don't really have any nostalgic attachment to this arcade title. I just remember Hyperstone Heist being so sick, and it fucking was. In fact, I will say that I like Hyperstone Heist more than this because of the control over the run. I think having control over your run and manual access to all these specific attacks makes it feel way better. Because he's doing a bunch of like random attacks as I'm hitting a button. And half the attacks are like him jumping off the ground. So I wonder if I could switch character. That's what they would really need to do. Give me an option to switch character.
Pizza power!
You know, or insert coin into another spot. I wonder, I guess you could connect 4 controllers into a PlayStation and play this for real.
Pizza time!
So then, was there an arcade Marvel?
To mangle you green slime ball.
Well, that's pretty cool. He's got robot turtle. That's fucking cool. So then this game has different bosses. Damn, in the corner pressure. He's got nothing. Maybe that first attack is like super meaty. Damn, special attack. He spins it. He's okay, I guess. I think Don is the best. The best weapon. It's fucking dumb. I went there a little bit. Admittedly, I can say that they have a ton more enemies on the screen. I wonder what Hyperstone Heist hard mode would be like. Do they add more enemies, or do they get more aggressive? Even these guys are just kind of standing here. Well, I'm trying to aim upward and hit them.
My toes, my toes.
Michelangelo sucks. Let me Don. So then that's how you selected characters in the arcade game. You just put it into the slot that matched the character.
My toes,
And if you put it in accidentally, you had to play a stupid raft. The light gun games are always really sick, but they usually only had House of the Dead. Police Trainer was sick. And Point Blank. That was kind of like a rare machine. Metal Slug and Point Blank were kind of rare machines. And there was even a place when I grew up that had virtual on. So it's like you would find this one place that had one rare cabinet. And it always made me wonder, like, why didn't they bring these games to console? They would work perfectly well for console. Why make I never really understood the idea of going to an arcade. Because it's like, I wasn't going there, I didn't really have, like, the money or freedom to go there. It wasn't like I was a teenager or an adult. So I was a kid, so it's like, why am I going to stand here and pay to play this once? I have games at home. I sort of already grew up in the console era, where unless you want to, you know, ride on some motorbike, you know, or play Hydro Thunder, there was really no point. A lot of these games were coming on console anyway, using the machine, the cabinet, and the joystick and the buttons. Like, I think the elements of the arcade that attracted people to it existed beyond just the one game and the one machine.
Pizza time.
Well, my surfboard ran out of gas. I'm just standing still here. What is he? He's leaning. Look, he's leaning. Michelangelo sucks. Where's Don? At least he moves upward fast enough on the stupid board. Man, sometimes playing video games makes me think like, oh man, I remember what it's like to play a video game, like how fun it is. But it doesn't make me want to keep playing this, it makes me want to play something else. Like, man, this makes me want to play a different game that's more fun than this. Because games are fun, but this isn't.
My patience is wearing thin.
Damn, I'm gonna fight his huge head. Panching me to a time warp? Oh my god.
Prehistoric turtles.
Prehistoric turtle. Yeah, but this game's cheap because you can just keep putting fake quarters in. Look at, what is this, Golden Axe? Golden Axe. Can I use my special power? Yeah. What if Primal Rage was... What if Primal Rage was a beat 'em up instead of a fighting game? What was that guy doing in the lake? The purple lake? Whoa, they got green arrow. Green arrow Foot Clan. So then I wonder if there was a Power Rangers beat 'em up. They just made the one. See, that's kind of cool. Like, there were actually a lot of beat 'em ups that kind of tried to do new things and try and innovate on this design. There was like a Jackie Chan cartoon on Fox Kids, and then they made a Game Boy Color beat-em-up game with him, and you could like climb on ledges and stuff and do like combo attacks. I think that Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance had some of the more innovative design concepts. The Dragon Ball fighting game where you could like fly into space. Fire Emblem allowed you to just like shut the game off and it would automatically save your spot. Some of these games are like pretty brilliant. I wonder if that was as much a Nintendo thing. The other thing with Nintendo is like, are these the, you know, how involved are they? If you're gonna make a game for a Nintendo console, but you're a third-party developer, is Nintendo the publisher? Like, how involved are they in the process of approving it or instructing the design of it? Because they want it to succeed and they want it to represent their console well. I guess this makes sense that we're going in prehistoric era because it is called Turtles in Time. It's like in the name that we're going to be time traveling. I guess Hyperstone Heist was a spin-off that just used more realistic levels from a cartoon, as realistic as a fictional cartoon about mutant turtles could be.
Pizza time.
Get some pizza. And they like pizza. I mean, I guess because they're in New York, not because they're turtles. Cement Man.
Man, I just had a
And he
shower.
uses me. That's the thing. I wonder what it was about the arcade board that allowed them to store enough animations.
Man,
Like,
I just had a shower.
there was nothing that would stop a Genesis cartridge from storing an animation, but you did have a limited memory bank to work with. So it was kind of amazing that some games would have so many animations, different attacks. It's kind of like, do you want a lot of levels? Do you want a lot of attack animations? Do you want a lot of sound effects? So the arcade board is like its own motherboard with as basically as much memory as it needed. They could adjust the board to do whatever they needed with the game.
Cowabunga! Skull and crossbones.
Start back on the ghost ship. Yeah, I think this song is awesome. Still, these guys have the flaming arrows. I don't know if he's dead or not. Oh yeah, look out for the boards. It's cool they throw them at the screen. This was back at the time when you could get away with like adding animation sort of as a gimmick, and that would appeal to like hidden stuff you could find or what you could see, like seeing him burn to a crisp or throw him back at his at the screen. You would want to see that again and again.
Ooh, I feel
And then
seasick.
Platinum Games started making Turtle and Transformer beat-em-ups too. So some of these franchises just kind of work, and like even new generations want products made for them. And it kind of works with any kind of game design you want to do, like G.I. Joe and Transformers. 35 years later, if not longer, have like real-time strategy games and MMOs being made about them.
Pizza power!
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are getting new beat-em-ups. Hit that fucking, hit that thing. Blow them all up. You only hit one guy. These guys are fighting with lifesavers. This reminds me of the final level on Ghost of Tsushima when you're fighting that boss on the ship. Yeah, I never played those Platinum games. I'm not a big fan of Bayonetta, for whatever reason. So I never played like, but I want to play the Turtle and the Transformer Platinum titles. And that's another thing. It's like they were on what, PS3? How the fuck are you going to get access to them now? There were PlayStation 2 Turtles games,
Ooh,
and they made
I
like
feel
4 of
seasick.
them. They were cel-shaded, and they were like, we're gonna try and make another beat-em-up for the Turtles, and we'll see if it goes well. And it went so well, they just kept making them. One of them even had a fighting game mode.
Pizza time.
So it's kind of amazing, like, you take, and look at Marvel Rivals. You take a loved franchise, and then you make a good game around it, and it's like an instant hit. All these other, like, why did they try and make cheap game design? All these other games have no brand and shitty game design, and they're like, I don't know why it failed. Damn, tag team. So who are these guys? Crowface and Badger? Who are these guys? They got no health bar. Let's cheat and put some more coins in. That's so cheap. I want to play as Don. Look, I'm dead, but I got infinite lives. I got infinite lives in this emulation. Fucking beat the fuck up, dude. You gotta hit two at once. That was one of my favorite bosses in DMC3, Agni and Rudra. That was like one of the rare times when they made a double boss actually cool. Because you could fight both of them at the same time. It wasn't like trying to fight two different bosses one-on-one at the same time. They were like, they worked in conjunction with one another. So I mean, because I can't control the run, I'm basically just mashing. And you can dump quarters into this and just stand still and mash. I think this game's lame. Yeah, I think this game's lame. Probably, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I remember the Simpsons arcade game being really sick just because it was crazy to get to play as a cartoon. Like, you were watching the cartoon and you could actually use it. And it seems like these levels are just leftover levels from, like, Sunset Riders or something. But whatever. This was actually really cool. I would recommend checking out this collection, especially if you have PS Plus. It's crazy that they include so many games, and it has literally everything. It's got every NES game. It's got all the It's got Turtles in Time and Hyperstone Heist to combine the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, and then it has these Game Boy platformers. I wonder if I played any of the Game Boy games. That's another console where you would just the thing about these like cartridge systems is that you would kind of get random stuff because you'd go to people's houses or people would bring stuff to school and pass it around, and all of a sudden you'd have like Bugs Bunny's Radical Cave on the original Game Boy, and you're playing it at your Pinewood Derby race, and it's like, where did I get this? Where did this even come from? I didn't buy this, because Game Boy games were like $40, so unless it was Pokemon, you're not buying a Game Boy game. You're just finding them, like, in the gutter on the street. And you're like, oh, you know, what is this, Jurassic Park world top-down shooter? Okay, fine. So, like, Genesis games you knew about because there was a catalog. And you would go to the store and you'd look at the catalog. And you could go to KB Toys, you know, or Toys R Us. Toys R Us had a catalog of everything available for each console, and they probably even had like a demo console where you could play it. Because I remember playing Kirby's Dream Land, being like, okay, I want to get a new game, but I'm not going to spend $30 to $40 when I'm 8, so I want to play it first. And if you play the game on the console, you're like, hey, yeah, it's pretty cool. You're like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And there were typical video game, financial management. Do I want to spend $40 for Army Men or some shitty golf game? Or do I want to spend $40 on, Zelda or Pokemon? So you would be like, it's like today. But it's the opposite. Back then, you wanted replay value. You wanted time. Now, you don't want to spend $70 on Horizon Zero Dawn. You want to spend, $5 on Levels 2 for mobile. So it's kind of funny how the dynamic of what people want to play in a game is like reverting away from these immersive story games and these long, tiresome 100-hour MMOs, and we just want to go back to like instant action and activity. Like activity without learning that there's some system is what's appealing to people now. And that's how it was back then. You get these random games based off any franchise. Bugs Bunny, Marvel Comics, doesn't matter what it was. Like, TV made stuff popular and games became this new kind of toy. A toy made out of software, you know? Your dad had AutoCAD and his Vanguard financial account on his computer, and they're like, well, what if we use software to make a game? Wouldn't that be fun? It's called Age of Empires. And he's like, oh yeah, I really like this. And so then we started playing video games, and when they made cartridges of anything, you would have either Nintendo Power or some type of like Sega Sages magazine showing you all the different games, and it'd be like, all right, Jurassic Park looks cool. You would see the screenshots, and you'd have to make a judgment call, like, is this going to be fun, you know, or is it going to have shitty controls, or is it going to be cool? And I think I gravitated toward the Genesis because it was really dark and it had like a rock and roll attitude. It wasn't, you know, happy-go-lucky like Mario and Zelda. So I like Nintendo, but I prefer Genesis. But like I said, you could go to the toy store and look at all the cartridges, look at the screenshots, and try and figure out what you wanted to play. But with Game Boy, for some reason, there wasn't really much like that. Maybe because Nintendo Power was already kind of played out. It was coming out in the 2000s, so we had the internet, and we had message boards. Once gamers could talk to one another, the jig was up. They couldn't really trick us into buying some brand game. Because people would know, oh no, it's shitty. There's reviews online. But it's so funny, AVGN just put out Gex. I remember getting, oh my god, it was like a graduation present, and I got Gex, and this was already like, where'd the road go? You know, already playing on PC, Super Nintendo N64. We know what a 3D game looks like, and here comes Gex on the Game Boy, probably the Game Boy Color, quote unquote. Somehow that was supposed to make it like more in depth. And I can remember it's $40, and it's like, I'm not even sure that I want it. I don't even know if it's going to be good. And I get it, and it's like, you're in a tuxedo on the street, just trying to collect the letters GEX. You're like, I don't know what's going on. And every game was like that. They could sell you anything. It was such a bummer. Because there's like 2 screenshots, and one of them is the pause menu. You know? And there's no description. You've never heard of it before. It's like, you want to take a gamble? That's why these franchises, these game franchises, earned their reputation. Castlevania, Legend of Zelda. It was legendary. But I mean, Bubsy? Tell me you played Bubsy. I've never played that game, but I know about it. Tomba? I mean, maybe that's cool. I would love to try it. So there are all these, like, ancient games that you'll never get access to, and you gotta wonder, like, were they as good back then? Would they hold up now? You know, should Sony be releasing Ridge Racer on the PlayStation catalog? Like, when I can play Gran Turismo 7, why do I care about Ridge Racer on the PSP? It just, game design is sort of, it's not like art. It's not like this unique thing that can't be replaced. Game design can be replaced. It's improved constantly. Like, even one game itself is going to be updated. Never mind, it's going to be, you know, iterated and improved upon. And gamers seem to want remakes and remasters and updates. Like, give me the design and improve the graphics and the, you know, the quality of life, whatever that means. And just make something new. And it's not even new. Make the same thing again, but better. Make the same thing, but better. That's what we want. We don't want new. We want the same thing, but better. So who is this, Krang? And Infinite continues. Look at this. You're never gonna not beat this game. It stinks. One credit clear. Yeah, so that's what arcade players used to try and do. One credit clear. One coin, no continues. And I mean, on some games, maybe. Maybe Ikaruga. Maybe I could get pretty far on that. Maybe Metal Slug. I know I was definitely practicing Metal Slug. I like Metal Slug 3. Of course, you gotta like 1. But Metal Slug 3, where you get the laser beams and you fight the aliens, and it was the same as Metal Slug X, I think. Maybe that's something I could try and get a hold of, the Metal Slug collection. And then that's what they do, they put out multiple collections. There's a collection on PS2 and then on PS4. And it's like, well, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on PS2, they try and bring the game that's console exclusive to other consoles. And then the collection's no good. So it's kind of a bummer.
You're going to pay.
So who's Krang? Is it the robot or is it the brain?
Cowabunga! Starbase.
Is this the final level? I mean, I'm about done with it.
I'm trapped.
This sounds like the main menu theme.
I'm trapped.
Trapped. Man, I want to. They should allow you to change characters when you die. Maybe if you got to continue, you could change characters. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Stupid Michelangelo, he's so lame.
I'm trapped.
Can't even jump. There we go. So these things can change, the power-ups can change from pizza to bombs.
Pizza.
I want the bomb. Pizza power, dude. At least it seems like it lasts long enough in this one. And as I mentioned before, there's definitely more enemies on the screen, but they don't really attack as much. They grab you. Yeah, I really like Hyperstone Heist because you can control the run. You have all these combo moves. I wouldn't mind playing the Simpsons arcade game. I wonder if there's a way to legally get that. I'm sure, as you can figure out, I don't own the arcade cabinet. But it is making me want to play more of these games, not because I like beat 'em up so much. Really, the Turtles games were probably the only beat 'em up that I really liked. And it's because they're a little bit faster. And these guys have weapons, so they can, like, reach far. I think I was never really big in Streets of Rage, or even those Batman ones. But I like Turtles, and you know, the Marvel one's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind playing. I think there was a Superman one I played also, but that might have been a side scroller. Really, what I played, the top-down True Lies shooter, and even I think maybe the side-scrolling Terminator, side-scrolling Jurassic Park. So these were like early shooters where you didn't have access to first-person, but it was kind of unique having a side-scrolling game that was not like a platform jumping game, and you had guns instead of melee.
Now I'm too cool.
Oh shit, I'm frozen.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Now I'm too cool. Now I'm too
Might
cool.
be better off to just stand in one spot. It seems kind of random. Well, the lights are going down. Oh, you know what this looks like? This looks like Battletoads in the background. Of course, how could I forget? Shitty Battletoads. I mean, that game's pretty cool, but that's another instance of what version did you play? Did you play the Genesis or SNES version, or did you play the Nintendo version? That was fucking whack. Like, this was also in this era where they're trying to bring every single game to every console to maximize the market segment share. And what they wound up doing was making shitty versions of the games. You know, you don't want the Game Boy version. You don't want the Atari version. That console was so forgotten. Nobody knew about Atari. That was clearly before our time. And good riddance. The side-scrolling Pitfall on PC? Hell yeah. So I heard that there was another Simpsons game that they made. There was what? Crazy Taxi and Hit and Run? Is that the same one? And then there's the open world game. But there's also a Simpsons game that I had that came after the movie, when they made the Simpsons movie. They made one on PS2. It's just called the Simpsons video game. But it's cel-shaded. And apparently it's like not bad. Apparently the Futurama game's really good too. So there's like that style of a game, like a platform game. They kind of abandoned that concept after Crash and Spyro. Or like Mario kind of won out the platform wars, and PlayStation gave up. You know, and then Sega went out of business, so they were like, well, we can't make Sonic anymore, and that was it for platformers. But then now they're like trying to make them again, because how sick they are. People got sick of side-scrolling action games, so they started making not just side-scrolling platform games, but 3D platform games. And now that's like the biggest meme on Steam. So is this Krang? I'll tell you, I think that Shredder's Revenge game I played is better than this. I think this is kind of whack. The only arcade game that I'll give credit to is Metal Slug and maybe the Simpsons game. So if I could find a way to get the Simpsons game, I want to play that.
I'm trapped. Anyone got a pin?
I liked when you would have those games like, let's say it's a Superman game, right? And there'd be the mission where you're Superman flying around, shooting, you know, you got ice beam, you got laser vision, super strength, and then all of a sudden you're in your apartment in your suit and glasses, and you're like reading the newspaper and trying to talk to Lois Lane. And these games would always do, modern games do that too. They do the calm down level, where it's like you were just shooting bad guys in the streets in a gang warfare drive-by, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, and in your apartment drinking coffee, talking to your wife, just to calm you down. Like, I guess 80s movies had that too. Like, they had the fight scene and then they had the love interest, just to try and wrap every story trope into one film, one 90-minute film, or 89-minute. You know, can't get them out of the theater fast enough. It's like, would they charge you less of a ticket price for a shorter film? Just put more quarters in for nothing.
Let's go. Technodrome, the final shell shock.
All right, is this the last stage? Let's see.
My favorite.
Damn, he's got a lightsaber. Damn, he is like the final boss. He kind of reminds me of that Dark Souls 3 guy. He's just like a knight with a lightsaber or a flame sword in like on the end of a planet with moonal eclipse going on. Yeah, a couple more quarters. Wish I could have played with Donatello. Fuck Mike. Even Leo, I gotta admit, is not as cool. I think Don's the best now. Just put him in the corner, dude. So the only reason I'm even close to beating this is because of infinite quarters. So then how are you going to say that this is better than Hyperstone Heist? I'm really curious to know what hard mode is like in that game. Oh, another shitty beat-em-up game, Golden Axe? I think Golden Axe is whack. I mean, a lot of these games were just not that good. So the brand and the animations and the smoothness of the controls. And I think that's where Turtles won out over a lot of these other titles, because Turtles was always the smoothest. A Power Rangers beat-em-up game. I don't know what Power Rangers games there were. It's one of those things where there's going to be like 10 of them, and you never heard of any of them. I had the fighting game, but I don't know if there was like any type of side-scroller or beat-em-up. I had the X-Men side-scrolling game. That's true. That definitely had that. And that's another instance where just because the game's called X-Men doesn't mean it's the game you think it is. On Super Nintendo and Genesis, like, there's exclusive X-Men games, exclusive Batman games. They're totally different. Adventures of Batman and Robin is a completely different game on both those two systems. But, like, it's crazy how back then, like, Adventures of Batman and Robin on Super Nintendo, you had all these gadgets. You could use, like, the Batarang of the Whip. You could take the gadget into battle with you. So, there was, like, it's crazy how complicated and good old games were when they wanted to be. You'd never get the likes of Zelda or Pokemon or, like, anything.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
3 a.m.? Yeah, right. You'd never get the likes of these games. You would never get the likes of these games without these devs, like, knowing what the fuck they were doing. So, it's kind of crazy. What games from that generation turn out being good versus not. But this was pretty fun. A trip down memory lane. Of course, Hyperstone Heist is the best. But I got to give credit to the other Turtles games. They're pretty smooth and fun. And it really stands to say, like, the power of the brand and a good attempt at making and designing a fun game goes a long way, because if those games weren't good back then, we wouldn't be able to put them in a collection and sell them now. So definitely worthwhile checking out. I had fun. I hope you did too. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cowabunga.